Salute.
There's a
right.
story. Shout out to everybody watching right now. Thank y'all.
And next Saturday, Wildcat Sports.
Wildcat.
Woo. Go catch some Wildcat Wrestling at Southport Hall. We'll be there.
Yeah.
I'm coming wrestling.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So for our first story, let's go to Florida, where some Florida cops were called to a Walgreens around 3 a.m. And when they arrived at the Walgreens because somebody had set off an alarm. And when they went to the Walgreens around 3 a.m., they seen a dude named Christopher Morgan. Christopher Morgan was chilling out inside of the Walgreens, and when the cops got there and they looked through the door, they saw him grabbing a pack of cigarettes. Well, the cops tried to get Chris Morgan's attention. Hey, Chris, here we are. And Chris was like, oh, cool, the cops. So he goes to the front of the Walgreens and he opens the door for the police, and he was asking the police what time it was because he didn't know. And the police arrested him, and when they searched him, they found a bunch of open junk food wrappers that he had taken from the Walgreens. So you might be thinking, what the hell was Chris doing inside of a Walgreens at 3 a.m.? Well, they ran back to security footage, and they saw Chris walking into the Walgreens when it was open at 9:40 p.m., 20 minutes before it closed, because they closed at 10 p.m. But here's the weird part. They didn't see him come out of the bathroom until 2:42 a.m. This dude was in a Walgreens bathroom for 5 hours before he came out the bathroom and started rummaging through the junk food. I'm guessing he was hungry, and that's what set the alarms off, and that's what called the cops.
You don't have to say junk food. It's implied. There's not like a health food section of Walgreens.
They don't have the microwave coolers in the Walgreens?
It's all to microwave junk.
Well, since we're on the topic, Josh, what are your thoughts about the dude trapped in Walmart for 5 hours?
Well, we have the 5-hour mystery gap, where he told the police that I just wanted to use the bathroom, and that doesn't wash with 5 hours unless let's give him the benefit of the doubt. There was a time slip in the bathroom, and he was only in there for a minute per his. If he had well, he didn't know what time it was, so he didn't have a watch on him, so he couldn't see that's weird. My watch is 5 hours earlier. And he could have easily left too. It wasn't like he couldn't get out. It wasn't locked from the inside. He let the police in. So he chose to stay in the store, which is and I guess eat a bunch of crap. But then at some point, I was like, I should probably get out of here before the.
Well, he wasn't in there long when the cop because they showed him coming out at 2:42. Yeah, no, they saw him coming out the bathroom at 2:42. The cops got there at 3, so he was probably in there for about a good 16 minutes.
Well, the list of food he burned through at Walgreens in 12 minutes. Hey, he got his money's worth there.
But he didn't get to keep it.
Well,
right?
It said he pounded.
The junk food. I thought you meant the cigarettes.
No, he said he didn't get the cigarettes probably. Not at least not the whole pack, but he pounded like 2 Tostitos spinach dip. I was like, that's a gourmet item at a Walgreens. Okay, yeah.
Giordillo's chocolates.
Yeah, he went from the spinach dip to the chocolates, the gourmet chocolates.
The range was impeccable.
And then he wanted to end it all with a nice Newport. Yeah.
Truth, what are your thoughts?
We all know what he was doing in that bathroom.
Do we though? What do you think he was doing?
Man. There were 5 hours is a long time.
Definitely drugs involved in this story.
Drugs and passed out.
Because if you keep reading the article, the stuff he was telling the cops and everything like that, if there was just a tablet here that had notes on it, I could have. One of the comments he made was just super incoherent to the cops, and I can't recall it off the top of my head right now.
Yeah, the only thing I remember him saying is, "What time is it?"
Yeah, there it is. What time is it? So he was totally out of it.
We're saying he shot up and passed out.
Oh, he definitely went shoot up, passed out, shot up again, got the munchies, came out, set off the alarm.
You get munchies when you shoot up?
Look, I've never shot up. I don't know. I Tostitos and spinach dip.
Spinach? Yeah.
Down the chocolate. If that's not munchies, I don't know what is. But he definitely did something he was supposed to in the bathroom. Because it wasn't a 5-hour dookie. That's what
I've had some. In the past, I had a bad diet in my 20s and 30s, and
I don't know.
I had 5-hour dude. Now, the Falcon says he was on the toilet playing on TikTok. Have you ever got caught in a doom TikTok spiral?
No, he wasn't because he didn't know what time it was.
Not for 5 hours. Well, I mean, that happens when you play on TikTok and on the phone. But I mean, he wasn't on his phone. I've never played on my phone for 5 hours. You figure if you're on TikTok that long, it'll probably die.
Well, yeah, once.
But there's charges in Walgreens.
Yeah, like usually what I do when I go to bed, I plug my phone up to the charger so it's not losing any battery life.
It would be funny if his phone died and he came out and charged it with like the cables and stuff.
That should have been the first thing he would look for, though, if he came out because his phone ran out of charge.
I think we're applying too much.
While it's charged, let me go eat some chips and dip.
I think we're applying too much logic to like
Too
what's
much
going on
logic.
here.
Then what's the status? Was he a transient, a homeless guy, or was he just? I don't know. Like that would also make the story intriguing, knowing his.
I think he
status and
perfectly
that.
timed the arrival at the bathroom right before closing too.
I think so, because I don't think too many homeless men care about what time of day it is. So the fact that he came out asking what time it was, he clearly had somewhere to be or somewhere he wanted to go.
Yeah.
So I don't see too many homeless people like checking the time, like, oh no, I gotta go beg at the corner at 3 o'clock.
I have a sales meeting.
It's
We're
rush
closing
hour,
a big
dude.
deal
Like,
today.
the car volume increases in the next 20 minutes. Yeah, it does make sense.
They said at the end of the article though that he had a history of like doing like the same charges.
Yeah, it's like the second or third time.
So I mean, if there's if the police are going to have the pins and the yarn out, marking all the Walgreens where this guy is making
with the thumbtacks,
tracking his pattern.
The serial closer.
When he does get away though, the cop arrives at a crime scene of like a break-in at Walgreens. They see a half-finished spinach dip. And it's like something about this is awfully familiar. We've seen this before.
I can't make heads or tails of it. So what did the comments say, Truth?
Let's see. Ryan Falcon says, "Yo."
Yeah, that's the Minotaur. How you doing, Minotaur?
Santal told us to break a leg. That sounds painful. Part of mine, Ronald, said, "Eric, what am I doing now, bro? Look, we're just drinking, talking shit."
We're doing day drinking, right? You're welcome to join us at 5120 La Palca Boulevard. I'll be in the
I
Marrero
think
area.
he's in Texas.
He can still show up.
He
We're
could
gonna be here for a while.
He could. Next time you're in town. And
I noticed there was a little bit of less construction to drive through to get into the parking lot today.
Nevertheless, still
Progress
there.
being made.
Yeah, they had 2 lanes instead of 1 lane
They're
available.
done with the concrete. They just want to still block it off. And then, of course, Pat, Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you, Pat.
All right,
Bobcat.
so final thoughts on the Walgreens story. The Florida man trapped in the war.
I would say that like the staff needs to be trained now on anyone who wants to use the restroom after 9:30 p.m. Like, make sure you see them leave, or check the bathrooms. When
Right,
you're
I was
closed.
about to say, like,
Yeah.
when I worked in
Closing duties. So yeah.
Yeah, did nobody not mop the bathroom at the end of the I will tell you a story about one time I got trapped in the bathroom at this club, long time ago. I got very, very, very intoxicated, highly intoxicated to the point where I passed out. And I passed out in the club bathroom. And nobody came checked on me. And I woke up on the bathroom floor. Like he said, it really was like a time slip. I did not know I was out for that long. To me, it felt like a few minutes. So I went to the bathroom. I remember vomiting, and then I remember waking up on the floor. But to me, it really felt like a few minutes. And I still had my bandana on. I still had my wallet. So nobody jacked me. But I was like, why am I on the floor? What happened?
Were you locked in the stall?
No, I threw up in the stall, but I woke up outside the stall, like in the corner. Of
So
the
you were in
bathroom.
a spot where anybody could have jacked shit.
Yeah, anybody coming would have saw me, right? So I still heard music, so I'm thinking, okay, I probably just blacked out for a few minutes. But when I got out the restroom, like the music was still playing, the disco glitter ball was still going, but nobody was in there. Right, and there's no windows, so I can't tell
I think
what
this is
time
how
it was.
you die. This is what hell is like.
So the disco ball was going, the music was still going, but nobody was in the bar. There's no windows, so I don't know it's daytime. I'm thinking, okay, the only reason everybody is outside because there must be a fight. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to the door, to the entrance, and I tried to push it, and it's locked. Now I'm like, okay, wait, what's going on here? Boom, it's locked. It's locked. I couldn't get out. And that's when I realized, damn, I must have passed out in it's closing hours. So I literally sat there in the bar by myself until somebody came to open the bar, which was like around 1 o'clock in the day. So I missed the whole day. When she opened the door, she freaked out. She's like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" And I just walked out and saw the sun.
What do you know what time you woke up?
No, I don't know how. Like I had no concept of this was before. Like we had like iPhones. It was like I want to say like 2000.
I have so many questions.
Like it was either like 98 or 2002, somewhere around that area.
From the 99 to the 2000.
Yeah, somewhere around that juvenile area because I didn't
over?
have an iPhone. I think I must have just lost my pager.
I have so many questions, even though this is not one of our
All
stories.
right, no, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. We can talk about.
Do you remember what you were drinking that caused this?
I do remember. I was at this time I was drinking Heineken and I was taking shots. And the reason I was at that
Shots of
Everclear. So this was back when I was drinking Heineken and Everclear. But no, that wasn't it though. So, but wait,
that wasn't it.
No, let me tell you what happened. So,
how many years was this era?
oh wow.
Well, that was my Heineken and Everclear years.
It was up until 2010. That's when I stopped drinking Everclear and Heineken. So
I know you were probably doing this for a budgetary reason.
no, I was just drinking. I got to tell you why I was
For the
drinking.
taste?
No, I was drinking it to
Were you
get
trying
drunk.
to go blind?
No, I was drinking it
he
to
trying
get
to
drunk.
get there.
Heineken and Everclear was my usual at this time. That's not what happened. The reason I passed out was because I was going to this particular bar because they had a rap contest, right? And I was in the contest and I won. And after I won the contest, everybody was like trying to celebrate with me, so they was giving me drinks. So it wasn't like I was buying them; they were handing me. And I don't know, some dude even gave me like a mixed drink. Like, here, man, take my drink. I just bought it.
This is 27 years ago.
So that's the
and
roofie
I
collab.
feel like this would happen like this weekend if like he won something and like,
Right.
hey, you
So
get free
everybody-
drinks.
So everybody was just giving me drinks, and at this time I didn't care. Like, yeah, I was just drinking. I just won like $50 or something.
So wait, you won a rap contest?
Yeah, it was like a rap contest.
And then you went straight to waking up in an empty club?
No, I was celebrating, and then people was buying me drinks, and I'm like, I had to go. I feel like I had to throw up. I drunk too much. So then I went to the bathroom and threw
But this
up.
was the same day.
Yeah, this was all the same night. All the same night.
This is like heaven to hell. Like you wake up, this is like you were like struck down in your prime. You're in an empty club and you're like, wait, I just won a rap contest.
I did.
I was on top of the world.
And now I'm locked
I
up.
can't die now.
Oh shit.
But that's how I knew I was valuable at work, because I was supposed to go to work for 11, and like I said, this is pre like cell phone era. You know, you had to call on a landline. So the woman who came and opened the bar,
Do you remember vaguely how much time you waited?
no, like clearly I must have waited till 1 p.m. because
But like relatively, like were you?
I didn't feel how like I
So
couldn't.
you probably
I had
slept
no-
until like 11 or something, and you went.
I don't know.
Did you get like thirsty and like go behind the bar and make?
No, I didn't
Were
touch
you
anything.
drinking more left?
No, I didn't want to touch
Did
anything.
you search out water or anything?
No, I just woke up. I was trying to get out. I was trying to find. I
Go
was
back
trying
to the bathroom and hit the sink up.
I was trying to find an escape. I wasn't worried about food
What
and drink.
club is this?
What is the name of this club?
It can't be still open.
West Bank.
No, it was on the West Bank. It was in Algiers somewhere. I forget what it was called, but it's like right where right where like all right. So you get off. What's the name of the damn
Jay's
place?
place.
Stumble on the
Imagine we played a joke on him where we celebrated something and fed him drinks until he passed out, and then we took him to the same club and put him back.
That's why we're trying to find out the
Put
club.
put him in the bathroom.
I
and have him
forgot
drink
the
it.
name of the club. I just know where it's at. It's right where you have Oakwood Mall, and then like the street split, and like the club was at where the split
Like by
is.
where DC's was?
It may have been that.
Like no, you know.
Not DC's, not the
Yeah,
strip
DC's
club.
was a terrible strip club.
No, not
Correct.
DC's Lounge. I'm talking about like it was by Oakwood Mall near Terrytown
DC
where
is the same.
where they split up a little, but it wasn't a strip club. It was like it was like this with the stage and all that, just with no windows. So
Oh, no walls.
the woman came in, she's freaking out like, oh, and
No
I just,
windows, no clocks.
and I just walked out
No
and
water.
went home, took a shower.
But they leave the
went to
music
work.
on.
Yeah, the music,
Right.
of course. They left the music on all night.
DC's?
It wasn't DC's. I
Okay,
remember
that's
that.
what somebody else said.
It probably was DC's Lounge, then I don't know.
Well, no, DC's was the terrible strip club.
But it wasn't-
Good to remember. I don't think they would have had a rap class.
They had strippers there, but they didn't have a pole.
What do you
So they
remember?
might have left DC's and went there because you was right in the same area.
Was this a weekend night? Like one of the nights they make a lot
It was
of
like a Thursday.
This is
It was,
a mystery.
it was like a Thursday or something.
So their closing duties also did
Somebody
involve
out there
checking
pull
the
out your
bathroom.
GPS and
Exactly.
we're gonna figure this out.
Exactly.
Honey's not Honey's. It wasn't Honey's.
No, it wasn't. DC. It
Honey's
could
was
have
on
been
the
DC's
expressway.
Lounge.
Was it on the actual expressway?
No. It was behind where, like, if this is Oakwood Wall, there's that street, that Terry
Right
Parkway.
Avenue or Right Avenue.
Terry Parkway.
Or the
and then
canal, the
right-
street with the canal.
The street with the canal,
Yeah,
boom,
that's
and
right.
then it's like, boom. and then like the club was like right in that area.
Okay.
God damn it.
Okay, like homes, around homes and
Around that area right there.
Okay. So no, it wasn't Honeys or DC's.
All right. I think we need our next round of shots, Ember.
And we've only had one round of shots. Like
We did one story. That was a bonus Coleman like history.
Right, we're off the.
Yeah, but that goes back to what we were saying
now,
about Walgreens. Nobody checked the bathroom before they left. So obviously, unless the guy was hiding, like he heard the bathroom stuff and he was like up, like scaling the walls, like Tom Cruise or something to make sure nobody saw his feet in the stall or something like that.
Dude, when I worked in a bar, like you had to the bathroom duties were like principal to everything. Make sure that stuff is clean, and if there's someone, and if there's guys like, especially in some places I work, passed out people, passed out people. Like, what do you say to you're closing and like, did you do all your shit? Well, no, there's a guy sleeping. I didn't want to bother him, so you just want to lock the doors and leave.
Well, consider this. You said earlier this guy has a pattern of doing this. So he may have.
Oh, I think he strategically, yes. Like when.
So I think he has a method of being undetected. So, like I said, I think he's like probably
Spider-Man in the
like the stall to where you can't see his feet under there.
They check under.
And they like, nobody's there. Screw the toilet or whatever. And
so he finally picked the one that had actual like decent security, I guess, and got busted.
Decent security would have been checking the bathroom.
Well, no, not like I'm talking about.
That's not security. That's just basic
surveillance. Because he was caught by the surveillance of this Walgreens. He done it a couple times before and wasn't caught by surveillance systems. Like he set off alarms and was on camera on this one.
You know what? It probably wasn't even like a real alarm. It was probably one of those alarms where you open up that the little piece of plastic like they have at Dollar General now when you want to get like a Tide Pod, a Tide Pod.
Use your words.
Yeah. And the alarm went off like, hey, somebody's trying to get the liquid detergent, and you have to get in there and then and it makes the alarm. That probably was the alarm.
Yeah, because they said the alarm was like still going off when the cops rolled up too. So apparently your boy's eating all these snacks and shit while the alarm's going off.
I will not think of the Tostitos spinach dip the same now. I will just think about sleeping in Walgreens.
Like that totally would like. I hate it when people don't put on their seatbelt and that shit's chiming in the car. Like and this dude's seriously eating snacks and chilling, about to grab some new parts while the alarm's going off.
Dude, I would have that problem. I would have that problem when I worked on movies. I'd have to drive actors around a lot, and they would do that and not buckle their seatbelt. And then they'd be like, "What's that sound?" And they would get mad like I didn't hit a button.
According to my freaking dashboard right here, the passenger seatbelt isn't buckled.
That's funny. What is that wind coming from?
Can you turn it off? Can you turn it off?
Why is this light on every time I open the door?
Wait, are we moving right now?
Dude, I work for a guy in a movie. This is no lie. I'm in the trailer with him. And we're waiting to go to the airport, and he had a flight going to L.A. or something, and he was worried about like weather coming through and delaying his flight. So we have like the weather radar on the TV in the trailer, and I show him the weather. It's like going towards Atlanta. I'm like, yeah, you're flying the other way. Like you'll be fine. And he's looking at the map. He's like, so which way am I? This guy is many decades older than me. I was like, you're flying that way. Atlanta's that way. You're flying that way.
Starting that way.
And I had to answer the question not sarcastically. I had to well, sir, no, you're going to the left.